If you're planning your next big adventure, you're probably facing one of the biggest questions every cruiser has. Should you book your shore excursions through the cruise line, or should you go the independent route? Well, in today's video, we're answering that very question. We'll break down the pros and cons of booking with the cruise line versus going solo with an independent tour operator. Plus, we'll share some insider tips to help you make the smartest decision. From saving money to avoiding hidden risks, we've got everything you need to know to make sure your next shore excursion is the best one yet. But before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our cruise tips and tricks. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll always be the first to know when a new video drops. Alright, let's get started with the pros of booking shore excursions through the cruise line. Number 1. Guaranteed return to the ship. The biggest advantage and number one selling feature, peace of mind. If your excursion runs late, the ship won't leave without you. Independent tours? Not so much. Number 2. Convenience. Booking through the cruise line is super easy. It's a one-stop shop. Browse, book, and pay all through the cruise line's website or app. Plus, you don't have to research tour operators yourself. And you can even make last-minute decisions if you're not sure what to do at each port. Quality assurance. Cruise lines vet their excursion operators, so you're more likely to get professional, reliable service. And if something goes wrong, the cruise line usually has your back. Priority tendering. On tender ports, cruise excursion guests often get off the ship first, meaning less time waiting and more time exploring. Now let's talk about the cons of booking with a cruise line, because let's face it, cruise line excursions aren't perfect. Number 1. Higher costs. Cruise excursions are often more expensive than booking directly with a local tour operators, as you're paying for the convenience and peace of mind. However, if you don't mind a structured, stress-free experience where all the details are taken care of for you, it can be worth the extra cost. Number 2. Crowds. Cruise organized tours often mean large groups, especially since passengers all book the same excursions, which can feel rushed or impersonal. So if you prefer a little more intimate experience, this might not be for you. Number 3. Limited customization. Cruise excursions follow a set schedule, which can feel restrictive if you want to explore off the beaten path or spend more time at a particular spot. You may find yourself rushed or unable to fully enjoy certain locations, as the itinerary is typically packed with predetermined stops. Number 4. Early sellouts. Popular excursions can sell out quickly, and if you don't book in advance, you might find your top choice is already fully booked. In some cases, these excursions may even sell out by the time you even book your cruise, so it's important to plan ahead and secure your preferred activities. So now that we've covered the pros and cons of booking through the cruise line, let's switch gears and talk about the alternative, booking your shore excursions independently. It's a completely different approach with its own set of benefits and challenges. Ready to see if going independent is the right move for your next cruise? Let's break it down. Starting with the benefits of going independent, because there's plenty. Cost savings. Cost savings are a major benefit of booking independently. Independent tours are often much cheaper than cruise line excursions, as you're cutting out the middleman. However, it's important to shop around and compare options to make sure you're getting the best deal. Number 2. Smaller groups. Many independent tours feature smaller, more intimate groups, so you don't have to wait around for a crowd to get moving. This means a more personalized experience where you can connect with your guide and enjoy the sights without the rush. Customization. Booking independently gives you the freedom to create your perfect excursion. Want to avoid the crowded touristy spots? Spend extra time at a hidden gem? With independent tours, you're in control of the itinerary. Supporting local businesses. By booking tours independently, your money goes directly to the local guides and operators. This helps foster sustainable tourism, where the benefits of your visit go directly to the people who live and work in the area. It's a great way to give back to the destinations you're exploring. And lastly, you can choose the tour that fits your schedule instead of sticking to the cruise line's timeline. This allows you to make the most of your time in port. You're not rushed to fit everything into a tight schedule or have to adhere to a predetermined itinerary. You can take your time exploring, lingering at places you love, or even skip over spots that don't interest you. This leads to a more relaxed and personalized experience, allowing you to enjoy your excursions to the fullest without feeling like you're racing against the clock. Now let's talk about potential downsides, because going independent isn't always smooth sailing. Number 1. The risk of missing the ship. The biggest risk? If your tour runs late, the ship won't wait for you. But here's the good news. Many independent tour operators offer return-to-ship guarantees. That means if something goes wrong, they'll cover the cost of getting you to your next port. Be sure to confirm this with your tour operator before booking, but it can give you some extra peace of mind. Number 2, extra research required. Unlike cruise line excursions, which are all conveniently laid out for you, independent tours require some research. But here's the upside. The research gives you a chance to handpick exactly what you want to do. You can read reviews, compare options, and choose an operator that perfectly matches your interests and budget. It's a little extra work, but it means you're getting a personalized experience tailored just for you. Number 3, transportation challenges. Depending on the port, getting to your meeting point or back to the ship can be tricky, but here's the silver lining. Many independent tour operators include transportation as part of their service or offer clear instructions on how to get there. Plus, figuring out the logistics can give you the chance to explore the port area more thoroughly and experience local life before or after your excursion. Number 4, lack of backup support. If something goes wrong, like a cancellation, bad weather, or a missed connection, you're on your own. But here's the upside. Many independent tour operators offer flexible cancellation policies or full refunds in these situations, something cruise lines don't always provide. Plus, you often have direct communication with the operator, making it easier to adjust your plans or reschedule as needed. Number 5, language barriers. In some destinations, language differences can make arranging independent tours or navigating on your own a little scary. But here's the bright side. Many tour operators cater to international travelers and offer guides who speak multiple languages, and translation apps make it easier than ever to communicate while you're enjoying your adventure. So how do you decide? It really depends on your priorities. If you value convenience, reliability, and stress-free planning, booking through the cruise line is a solid choice. But if you're looking to possibly save money, avoid crowds, and have a more customized experience, independent tours or exploring on your own might be a better fit. Remember, independent tour companies are actively competing for your business and offer some great alternatives to cruise line excursions. Here are some pro tips. If you're in a new or unfamiliar destination, the cruise line's excursions can be a safer option. But for ports you visited before or destinations with great local tours, going independent can be a great way to save money and have a unique experience. And don't forget to always buffer extra time to return to the ship and consider using a reputable third-party booking platform. So what do you think? Do you prefer booking with a cruise line, or are you team independent? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your fellow cruisers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.